Morning folks, Kevin here. Well, it's August 14th, 2025. I thought I'd do a little bit of a garden update this morning. Well, I'm disappointed in myself as far as gardens go and all, but we'll look at our weed. I can grow weeds. So it's discouraging because, you know, the building's been gone, so we don't have the protection for this whole area and all. But things aren't all that bad, but the weeds have just taken over here, and I just haven't found the time to get the weeding done. But this is the west garden plot over here. The lupine have all gone to seed over here. The hostas and everything's been eaten down. It's of value. The weeds are thriving though, but the blueberry bushes that were completely wiped out, we got lots of new shoots coming up, so really happy about that. The deer haven't eaten those off completely. Like this bush here is really coming back nicely. Real happy about that, and maybe it's a benefit leaving the weeds for right now, but I really got to hit these weeds and get in here and get some work done. But the deer are in here. It's not just at nighttime now. They're out here in the daytime and all, which is, you know, we love the deer. We love watching them. You know, the fawns are now leaving the parents for extended periods and running all over the place, playing hide and seek and running around, which is very enjoyable for us to watch and all. But you know, the productivity of the plants this year, it just isn't what it could be. So here's one of the blueberry plants here. A few blueberries left on this one here. They are delicious. So I've got to do some more weeding over in here. I thought about putting up a temporary fence over in this section because the deer just continually eat the tops, all the new growth from the thornless blackberry plants. But I've got to weigh things out, quite honestly. I've got to decide how much time to spend working on these things. You know, the return on my time that I'm investing in it isn't great, where I've got other things like this building that I got to work on or start building and all. And so we'll see how things are. The central garden, I've got all the T-posts pulled around here. I'll be pulling up the weed mats as well because we'll need some support for when we do build this next month. And I do plan on making a short video really soon, just going over the drawings of the building, then maybe going over how I calculated building materials and all that, in case anyone's interested in trying to accomplish something like this whole process here. Last week we did get the spruces up out of this bed, which were the last ones that we were worried about in these beds, and in between these spots are all the weed mats, so I got to get all those up yet. So yeah, so that's a central garden. Zero productivity out of this one, minimal productivity out of the western garden plot, because the walls of the building were part of the ways of keeping everything under control, so that the wildlife didn't get in there and all. Now let's go over into the only garden area that's been productive this year, but minimally productive. So we haven't had the rain. I'll tell you, there's some places around here that have gotten some rain. Yesterday, when they're talking about the rain coming and all, we had a mist. You know, not a puddle, not a wet spot. I mean, the concrete, you could see little drops hitting it, but that's about it. So it's been bone dry. So I'm doing minimal work out here. We'll go over in this area here in a couple of minutes, but you know, it's been discouraging with it being so dry here. I just can't get much done. So here's our hoop trellis typically for our scarlet red runner beans, which were planted twice this year, but we got someone getting in here and consuming all of those. So we'll be redoing this for next year. Blueberry plants are doing okay. They were already completely harvested this year. Oh, the red raspberry plants. So these are the heritage red raspberry plants. So a little over a week ago, I came through and I used a hedge trimmer to cut these off. So here's the point where I cut them off. You can see these ones here. Here's the new shoots coming up, and you're going to see lots. So now these are going to be shooting out all of the berries next. So they went through one flush of berry picking, which Thea has already done. So now we're getting to the fall time where the second harvest comes. So this was from the first harvest. All of these ones were from last year. These were the floricanes. And I came through and chopped everything down so we could actually make it through here. And you can see this is what's happened over this week. Lots of new growth, and there'll be lots of berries being produced on these ones as well. I haven't gotten over here and done the weeding. Blueberry plants here, honeyberries right down in here, row of the honeyberries. So, and over here, this is where the septic system repair was done over here. Got clover starting to show up here. So a little bit of green. I've got to overseed this. I'll overseed this a couple of times. Again, the red raspberries here. Bee balm down here. Knock down. These really, you know, the hummingbirds and everybody just loves these beautiful. You know, it's the same red as the cardinal flowers down around the beaver ponds and all. Oh, and so we have a couple of the scarlet red runner beans that made it here. And these are beautiful flowers, and the hummingbirds love those as well. But the Bach 14 comfrey, that's another plant that the birds love as well. So that's awesome. This is the area where where I just did some work the day before yesterday, removing the soil. That was our large permanent raised bed that we grew our sweet potatoes in, and decided let's take this out. It's just becoming weedy right now, and I have more cleaning up to do here, but there's no operating any heavy equipment unless it's an emergency here now, because it's just a dust bowl. Anything that I do is just complete dust, especially afternoon time. When the dew dries up, because the humidity, that high humidity, there's fog around here in the morning. At least that helps some moisture for the ground cover. But yeah, that's something else. The strawberry beds here, of course, we're all done. These are June bearing. We do have some ever bearing, but we don't even bother trying to get those out. This is our butterfly bush here. Got to transplant those ones. And look at our IBC totes here. So here are some of the mandarin oranges in here, a couple of hazelnuts there. These are hazelnuts right here. Our hybrid chestnuts here. Our kale plants, curly kale here. He's going to harvest more. I love kale, highly nutritious. Two of the San Marzano tomato plants, our sweet potato patches here. We'll see how this works out, growing them in the IBC totes. This is our first time doing it here. Our black locust trees, and then you look down amongst them, here's some of the persimmons. There's persimmons trees in here. A couple more of the San Marzano tomatoes. Delicious, delicious tomatoes. Our honeyberry plants. And our herb garden over here. So usually I'd go up front to show you Thea's front garden with the Japanese maple trees and the ground covers, and my brother's irises and the hostas and the columbine and I'm fiddlehead ferns, all of those up there. But because I seeded this, I'm just not going to walk through today. But just a short video, our garden update. Not a lot this year. We're just not going to have the productivity that we've had in years past, and that's okay. Sometimes you got to take a break from all the gardening stuff and deal with the rest of the things that are little crises that you've got to deal with. So I guess that's it for today's video, folks. I really appreciate you watching. Jamie, we love you. You're in our thoughts and prayers all the time. There isn't a time during the day that I'm not thinking about you and sending you love. And we're really hoping for you to feel better each and every day. God willing, you're going to get better and better. Love you. Take care. Everybody, stay safe and take care. Really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.